A little past 8:35 on this Monday, and that means we are talking with TMZ. Dax, of course, joins us from Los Angeles this morning. Dax, we're talking about babies, a great thing for two guys to talk about, but apparently there's all kinds of baby talk happening. First of all, let's talk about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Apparently he's not around too much. What's going on with that?
Well, I think he's around as much as he can be, considering he's got a pretty crazy schedule right now. But here's the deal. So his 36th birthday was over the weekend, and he was in New York, and he was hanging out with Jay-Z and Nas. And one of the people that wasn't there, however, was Kim Kardashian. And so there's been a lot of people going online just questioning the fact that what's going on. It's his birthday. She's not there. And look, we got to the bottom of it. Basically, what comes down to is he had to headline at the Governor's Ball in New York, and so he was required to be out there, and she is in LA because she can't travel anymore because she's about to give birth next month. So there's a reason why she wasn't there. They weren't together. Yeah, well, you know, once you're about to pop, they would rather you be on the ground rather than giving birth in the air. So that was literally the reason. I don't think people need to look into it any more than that. It was just he had an obligation, she's pregnant, that's why they weren't together.
I know a lot of people have been talking about why they are or aren't there. Okay, let's also talk about, we have some more baby news to talk to. This one is actually kind of interesting. We're talking about Jessica Simpson. She's actually facing a lawsuit. Tell us about this lawsuit that she's facing.
This is the most bizarre lawsuit, you know. Basically, it is a guy who is claiming that Jessica Simpson and OK, the magazine, were in some conspiracy to make a bunch of money, and basically that back in 2011, this guy went to a department store to meet Jessica Simpson. He was there with two of his kids, one being a very small infant, and I guess someone had recommended, hey, why don't you let Jessica take a picture with your small baby? And so he handed over the baby, and he claims that a mystery photog came out of nowhere, started snapping all these photos, and then a couple months later, this image showed up on the front of OK magazine, and they made it look like it was Jessica's baby. And he says that Jessica was going to get an offer of $800,000 to have the first baby pics for a competing magazine, and he says that she got greedy, wanted to do a double dip, and so she came up with this plan to use his baby on the cover. I mean, it's very crazy, and so he is going after Getty Images, Jessica, OK magazine for $75,000, when I'm pretty sure it wasn't that complicated. Yeah. I'm guessing the magazine found a photo of her holding an infant and tried to make it look like her baby more than anything.
Unfortunately, anyone can sue anyone. All it takes is $40. Dax, thank you so much as always for joining us. And remember, TMZ weekly here on CW23, coming up at 10:30, nightly, excuse me. There you see the time right there, right after the 10 o'clock news. Dax, thanks so much for joining us. And now let's send things over to the newsroom.